Hey everybody, Nick Blazer here, back with round 7 of the WBIF Individual World Championship, playing against Martha here, 4-2. So we'll just jump right into it. I haven't checked to see if there's much for players eliminated yet. I mean, it's 5 losses before you go, so a couple lost in the first 5 rounds, and it takes a while till they really start falling off. But we're getting deeper into it now. Good luck, have fun. One of those. Yeah, there we go. Okay, but so I open with a split. I get hit here. I think the 5 should actually hit me on the ace too there. But I fan. So 10 in the zone. You could think about it, cube there, but it's probably early already. Still very easy to play. And what do I don't think I want to enter high and provoke contact here. Against a better board and 10 in the zone and everything like that. And I'm a decent amount down the race now, but I don't really want to create an extra blot here. I guess it's kind of, this is tough. If I enter high, then I can just clean up the blot and focus on my back checkers and trying to anchor, but it's going to be very difficult to build an attack. But this just feels like a little too much. Like I can get hit loose and just be under a lot of pressure. All the fly shots are good. There's building rolls and things, and it just seems like everything's going to do too much. And my next roll, I'm going to have trouble cleaning all of this up too when I'm under pressure. So I'm hesitant to play this 4 down right now. What else do I have here? I don't think it's any better to come in on the 4 and play the 2 down, just under more pressure. I can't bring myself to stack 10 to 6, but I could enter on the 21 and play 10 to 8 and just play really stiff early for a roll. Maybe that's going to be too hard to develop afterward though. 2 up just looks like it invites on stacking on me too. So I'm not sure. This feels a little too big, but I'm going to try it. Interesting, opening kind of play dilemma already. It's fun when in the first couple rolls you get big strategic sorts of questions like that, 5-1 doesn't do much. Maybe the best it can do is hit loose. I'm not sure. Interesting. Okay, this is a good roll, but I don't know how to play it. I think maybe, of course, I'd love to make the 5 point. It looks like I'm going to make the 10 no matter what. The last one's going to want to cover that. But I could have 1 blot instead of 2, and I could also have the 8 point. So I think I'm just going to play like this instead and make the 3 and hope that my distribution will allow me to make the 5 later. But I'm getting back in this. This looks like probably the front position's getting a little overrun for my opponent here. So I would want to split here. Yeah. And maybe actually we don't want to be pointed on. Maybe we can keep the better distribution and come out to the bar and use a distraction there where, if I roll something where I'd want to make the 5, maybe I have to hit or something. I don't know. But okay, she's going to keep the anchor instead. Probably has a better priming game too. I mean, I'm hitting for sure. And I think I can I could link the blots up. I'm not sure it's so different. And she's in such an exciting place to hit me on the 16. So I don't really, I guess when she's on the bar too, it doesn't really reduce shots to advance 16 to 14. Does get me closer to safety, but I'm going to try to keep my position fluid instead. 1-6 is probably has to come out to the bar, and now a 6 really makes my game a lot easier. 3-1. I am distracted from making the 5 point, unfortunately, but I think I get to point on head, and that's pretty nice. It seems like a lot of fly shots, but a lot of them should contain a 4 as well, and that's kind of duplicated, so I think this is okay. 2-5. This could be an interesting spot to break the 8 to hit with the deuce made already, yeah. I mean, it leaves you pretty primed. Nothing looks great here, but we're kind of seeing how, I guess, stripped and overrun the front position can look for white here very quickly when we don't split earlier. I still don't think I have enough board to really threaten too much, even if I hit there. Of course, if I fan, I can be in a lot of trouble. This is easy to turn around. I still should have a take for a while with 3 checkers behind structure, I think. But threatening a 4-point board is not great, and I have a lot of blots around where this can get out of hand. So it could be a very nice time for a cube that I think I still want to take. It's harder to worry about the blitz when there's 3 checkers back like this too. It's just going to take a lot of time to actually get to the closeout, open 4, all these things. I think I should have enough wins to stay in this one. But I like the cube, yeah. This one probably wants to cover and step up somehow. It could hit another checker. That's an idea too. Yeah, both of them. So this is like the kind of sequence where like maybe I'm too dead to play this now. I got a good roll. So yeah, cover and fan. I don't know. I mean, it's really possible that I had a pass already, but this is awkward. I don't see any good twos. I think I would love to split with the 3 instead of giving up the mid. Aces and 4s are nicely duplicated when you stay back on the 13 there too. That's interesting. So maybe if you do this, you just go all the way to the 17. All right. I get to hit. That is going to buy me a little bit of time. It'd be nice to clean up blots too, but I think this is just as good. Ace comes in, 4 hits. Okay, I just need to enter. I do. Great. And I get to hit. Okay. Things are turning around nicely. All right, I have an anchor. I have piles of checkers back. I don't have as good of a board. The race is kind of close, but this is like, these are so tough for me to evaluate. I know that her position is very fragile. I don't see any cracking rolls coming up immediately, but maybe something could force her to like bury checkers and stuff. It should turn into a play, but I don't know. If I point on head, that could be too much. I think I should send it back. I think I'm gonna. This seems unpleasant. Yeah. Okay. So we want to make the point on head almost certainly, and then I think we just make another blocking point, but there's a whole bunch of checkers loose here. Against a 4-point board is a little risky. What is it really? 4-4, 4-5, 4-6, and 2-6. So just 7 shots? It's not too bad. It's just that it's very scary afterward. We could have one less blot by just cleaning up 7-6 afterward. And then we would leave, what does that look like? This is just 4-5, 4-6. So I reduce the shots by 3, but I don't have this blocking point, which is very nice right now against all these checkers stacked on the 24. And is there anything like reasonably completely passive? I don't think so. I don't think I can just like make a prime here. So we're going to do this for sure. And then how much do I want the bar point is the question. Do I want it for 3 shots? It could buy me time even when I get hit, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to make it. 4-3 is a pretty good roll. That at least gets to make an advanced anchor and gives a lot of life. What do I want to do with this? I can't hit in the outfield. I can make a blocking point. I could just clean up 2 checkers as well. 5s don't play on the other side, so maybe I want to get rid of this blot here too. 6s kind of have to run either way, so I don't know why I want to make those good. 4s would play otherwise, so maybe I just want to stack up on the 6-point here. That's an idea. I could also do something like this and make a blocking point. And then where do I want my 3 to be? Oh, that looks pretty nice. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. (5-3). The race is close enough that she probably needs to come off the 24 like fairly urgently, but it's not like a lot of room once you do that either, so it's not going to be an easy position. Looks like my 6 is going to have to come out, and then I don't think I see any reason to leave a shot back here. I think I'd rather be attacked and board if anything, so I think I will just clean this up. Oh, this is interesting. What happens with this? 1, 2, 3. Doesn't hit me anywhere. Okay, so this is kind of a reason to have stepped up. Like, you could have just run one around and kept the advanced anchor. Now she's stuck with the 24. I think I really don't want to be hit against a board like this, so I think I just got to bring the blot around. Of course, making the 4-point would be really nice structurally, but I can't leave the 6s out either. So, yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. 2-4 must have to try to hit. Still has the better board. Even when I hit back, there's lots of ways to make advanced anchors, so I think this kind of only goes like mostly positive. If I hit, it's going to still be tough for me to like do all the right things to win a gammon. It's not like over. But of course, when I fan, it's not over for me either. There's still a lot of work to get the 24 out, so So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, it feels like the right idea to play pretty big here with the better board. This is a really fun game we've gotten ourselves in to begin with. Okay, covers. And can't split the back checker, so I got a little bit of life there. Okay, the ace helps a lot too. I'm getting nervous though. I don't see any reason to break any blocking points right now in case they enter on the 4. 6-2 cannot make any good points, so I'm just running. And there is duplication with the 2 and the 4. The 4 is a little better, but I don't want to do anything with my front checker, so I'm just going to continue. 2-6 gets to pop out, or clean up. Ooh, that's a tough decision. Maybe clean up. Maybe clean up. 6-5. I don't... Okay, let's look at this at least, because this is a huge improvement against the ace. It's just 6-1 and 6-2. Yeah, this has to be it. Okay. 6-5. I could win a gammon a lot of the time here. I don't think I want to be hit with like a 3-1 or something that allows her to step up. And I can slot the back. Do I want to do that? Do I want to give up the 1-6? I don't know that I need to. I don't know that I need to. I think I can start to play a little bit more simple here. 3-1. Let's get another builder, and it just helps me make the 2 a little bit too much, so I think I'm going to try. I do hate the 1-6, but I love a lot of my other 6s. Ooh, that's a really big improvement. That's going to save a lot of gammons. Kind of neater to crack now. I guess a 6 out would get me a lot of gammons too. That's pretty fast. What if she just like won the race? I kind of have to attack now. Okay. Yeah, so a closeout. I really want to get a checker here. Yeah, like this. I think I want to recirculate to win a gammon now. That's my only way. It's going to be less than 10% if I just close out here. And I do need to make the ace eventually. But I can run out of time if she hits and I come back and I can't get out. I think it's worth it though. And I think I should just close now because it is a little bit risky. And yeah, not over yet, but it's looking good for 4 points. Very unlikely to get 8. And I'll have to bear off somewhat safe because of that, and also because if I get hit, I can definitely lose and get stuck behind this structure. So we'll look for some safe plays along the way. 5-1, for example, I think probably just wants to clear from the back. This looks very robust for not leaving shots. Yep. Okay, that's going to save all the gammons. Hopefully I can still win this. Well, that's an exciting game to start. Where does the 2 go? I guess 2s play better after I play like that, yeah. I'd rather have a problem with a 2 than a problem with a 4, I think, right now. All right, we're going to be 13 away, 9 away, so like, I'll have to be a little more careful about sending the cube, but it's still a long match, so nothing too crazy going on with the score yet. I think we want to hit. It's such a weak split, though, that maybe I could just run past, too. Is that better somehow? And we're going to have 6s either way, so since I unstacked the good point, maybe I should just split with it. I don't know. That's funny that I don't remember that second roll. What are we doing here? I have to fight for the high point, right? Don't want to give the full roll to attack here. That's funky for sure. It looks a little safer to make the 24 and hit on the ace, but there isn't like the upside with it, so okay. This looks like it'll make the ace and probably hit loose on the deuce, and I'll have to perform to stay in this game with 3 on the roof for sure. 2 in, is that enough? She's only got 2 back. So I will figure out what I would do for normal score, but my instinct immediately with like a score lead is to want to pass this. So what do we have? We have 9 in the zone. We only have 2 points. I have 3 back though. I don't have like any dead checkers yet. She's got the split too. She can just win a racing game pretty easily too, and otherwise has the blitz to follow up on, so I can lose a lot of gammons. I think I think normal score it looks pretty bad. And like maybe I'd want to convince myself to try to play this, but I don't know. I mean, there's definitely wins when it's only the ace point made like this, but I think I'll just let this one go. And we'll start with a split. All right, on a fan, this is like a small double pass at normal scores. Don't make myself figure that out. I think I'll just get to safety. I could do something like make the 3-point, but this looks pretty good to me. And again, at normal scores, I probably have work to do to really put pressure on these two back checkers that are stuck. There's still some racing game, but I mean, things are looking good for sure. I don't know if that's enough improvement to pass up making the 5-point. Don't know how I feel about that. I think I want to make the 4, but it looks really front-loaded, so is making the bar better here. Let's look at him real quick. Like, I don't really see how I'm making the 5 is going to be so hard after this play, and I'm going to really need that to come home against it. So what if we just did this? This is 2-5 and 6-1. I have landing points. I have a little better chances to unstack naturally. Do I leave any more or less shots? 6-2, so it's one less this way, and I have a board point. And I unstack the mid a little bit, and my distribution looks a lot better after this play. Let's do this one. All right, 2-5 gets hit. And I've got some life in this one now with only one checker back. Let's send another one back. We had the option of hitting with the 3 back here too, but I think it's better to take more out of the zone to prevent the blitz when things go wrong. Still feeling good about this game and not really under cube pressure when things go poorly anymore. No need to slot against a better board yet. Close race, only one back, so I want to try to leverage that one advantage that I have right now, which is I'm a little closer to freedom. None of the back checkers can move on the 3s, so what's going to happen here? We could hit loose, could make the bar point. I don't have a strong preference about that one. Maybe with the blots around, it's a little more in the blitzing structure. It's a little more important to do something like this. 4-1, I don't have room for aces much anywhere else. I'm not sure I'd rather be on the higher point, but a little closer to escaping. That's a nice roll to just delay a little bit. 5-2, what do I do with this? I don't think I want another blot involved. And everything else looks like getting another blot involved. So I think I'm probably going to have to come out and give 6s and 3s to hit without leaving returns. Which is not so much fun. Yeah, I'm not sure which 4, but they both look good. This is kind of a better place for a builder. The other one sees both points. Okay, good return for me. Staying alive in this game. It's getting scary, though. 5-4 puts me on the roof again, but it took a lot of pressure off sending a 3rd back even on a fan, I think. Maybe not, though. 16 pips is a lot. But I can just enter on a high point and give her trouble escaping back here. There's not that many rolls that make a 5-point board. So it looks like there should be a lot of work to do to bring this around. But whenever I enter and stay there, I'm getting hit loose. And that can be like the end of the game every time. So if I'm down 16 pips in the race. Just looks like very front-loaded and awkward to bring home. Like there could be, if there's like not hitting between us, this still looks pretty tough to get all the checkers in and hope to close points here. It's just 5-2 and 6-3 and double 3s and 6s right now. This one's harder for me. I think I'm going to let it go again for the risk of the gammons and the stronger board and everything, but it just like this open 5 and 4 is such a big signal. I know I can win this a lot, and this could be with like 3 back. It could just be nothing too. I don't know. Let's err on that pass side. 6-4. I don't think I'm ahead enough to just run, but usually we like the point a little less, so I'll go with this splitting play. 9 away, 11 away. Okay. I'm hit. And I fan. Okay. Interesting. You might be thinking about getting an early cube in here. That's nice. If I passed early on the other one, sometimes that kind of can have that effect on people. They feel like they want to get the cube in time instead. Feels a little early here. Not enough threat, but most of the time she's going to put a second on the roof. So it feels like we're like a whole roll ahead or something, This feels like not enough to just maybe play the check around. I mean, we can't leave it stacked, but maybe there's something bigger there. 3-5. I guess I just want to get a checker cleaned up here. Well, what do I want to do? It's got good building. I don't think it's going to be worth tempoing on the ace, though. I'm just going to get double hit a lot. But it seems kind of reasonable, actually. With such good building potential, and I'm down in the race anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? I'm going to get hit twice. There were some rolls like that. I guess that one wasn't going to build anything, but I think I'm kind of happier with just like hitting blots back and forth right now than letting my opponent just make a nice point. Yeah, the 6 looks like it's going to have to hit. The 3 entered, right? Oh, yeah, this is a better hit. Okay. Well, I'd like to make the better anchor, but I also, again, don't really just want to like give the whole roll. I'm down this much. I'm down enough that I can play a 23-point game. So maybe we'll buy a half roll again here. Just do this. 5s can point on me at least once if it wants to. Maybe the 3 and hit loose on the ace or something is worth it. But yeah, with an anchor, I feel like I've got some life in this game now. I mean, of course, 4 back, risking a 5th. If I like missing stuff, I could be in some trouble. But it's kind of gappy enough that I see a path to victory here. And now 3 back herself. There's some good life in this one now. Cleans up. This is going to be very hard to develop when we play this way, but maybe it's worth playing safe and not risking the racing lead and checkers back lead that she has right now. That is difficult. I think I'd rather hit than make the weak point. Oh, I can make the 20. The 20 must be huge here, right? Yeah. I think that's better than sending a checker back. I don't know for sure. But this is just so defensively strong that I don't really like care what happens much in this game anymore after this. Like, I'm okay. 5s. I guess one's coming down, and then do I want to make the 3? Probably not the bar. I guess I should just make a... It feels... Why do I want to make a deep point? I don't know. I think I'm just going to play like this and try to make points in front instead. That could be, that feels like a strategic overplay a little bit, but it just feels weird in this particular position to commit so many checkers behind. 3-1 can make the, let's just make it like this. I could also make the 10 and find some ace and slot or something. Again, not too worried about things like that. Just bringing the, okay. Maybe keeping the 20 for a while is kind of nice here, because I would love to slot that and start extending my prime. Making the 4 looks very nice here too, but then you don't have any outfield landing point. These are like tricky plays. We're getting into some weird games. I've spent a suitable amount of clock time as a result too. There's enough racing lead where this makes sense. Only 8 in the zone. Maybe you can get away with it too, but I don't know. I'm a little excited to hit loose. I don't know if we need to play behind like this though. Feels frustrating to have a checker out of play to the ace. I think I'd rather be hit in a positional kind of game, like a long game like this. All right. I have some offense now as well, and I can keep rolling forward. Maybe the mid is going to be the next thing to go. I just really love all the pressure that my advanced anchors are putting right now. I don't want to make points out of order that much here. I mean, making the 3 point seems kind of like an obvious choice. Yeah, I don't see anything else is the issue. but it stinks putting the pressure on myself to fill in this 4 now with not a lot of flexibility to do it. Like things were so much, I kind of would have rather just not played that role. All right, it looks like we've made enough forward progress where the mid can go now too. So probably going to do that here. Yeah, let's go ahead and play like that. Now if she wants to release the 15 to hit, not too worried about it, not getting primed. I wonder if this one wants to make the 4 now. Could also cover the ace, yeah. I don't know. Getting hit, like, it can be a big deal. I can be in the lead pretty quickly in this game if I can get just a checker behind my structure here. All right, 5 reaches something. All right. Oh, it reaches something else. It can come out here this way too. And then I wouldn't have the 23 anymore. I don't know if I'm ready to do that, but I have a lot of work to do if I don't. This is like getting a little awkward and front-loaded when I play this way too. But I can always come off the 20 later. It seems so easy. This is confusing. This is big. Oh, I can make a blocking point in this too? Yeah, okay, let's do it this way. I'm not sure. I hate having to give this up so early, but now we have equal boards. I have a little bit better too. Okay. I think I got to take that risk there. And I'm not in any hurry to attack or anything like that. I want to force my opponent to find their own 2 to advance. And I want to continue to find mobility. Should I just like duplicate up on that? This feels big. The 2s definitely get a lot better when they hit now, but I mean, then there's some pressure to cover too. I don't know. I think I'm going to play like this. Feels right. 1, 2, the 3s don't get anywhere. Okay. Things are getting awkward for my opponent. I just need a 14 to cover or a 16. All right. I don't think I want to put her on the edge by covering here, but it's a thought. I think I should just play around here. Try to get in range of a cover. And I still want to make my opponent have to break when they can't, like, improve, you know, and force them to roll a 2. When I hit loose, then they can just enter with the 4 and kind of buys them timing when they fan and things like that. Yeah, the 2 has to hit, and then the 1's not so comfortable. Okay, there should be some fun here. If I hit, I can definitely lose my market. If I fan, what happens? Am I dead? There's a lot of gammons here, so I probably just have to let this one go. Tough to have 2 on the roof against this position when it's going to almost always be a 4-point board at least. 1, 2, 3s don't do anything, and 6s don't do anything. So like a 6-3 would, or 6s or 3s would kind of repeat. But 4 covers, 5 covers, yeah, I'm just going to let this go. That one was fun too, though. Man, we're playing cool games. Usually that means I'm playing sloppy somehow, but I don't know. Sometimes the dice just bring it that way too. All right, I will do the double hit with the 6-5. 1 enters. I'm still leading, so no real adjustment. This is a bit of a question. I could make the better point, or I can cover the ace and continue to blitz. Let's just take the better point for now. Play the long game. I only have 9 in the zone, so I don't want to put so much pressure on myself to play that blitzing game plan, commit to it. So even though I can get hit, like, okay, well, this takes me a little out of cube territory, I think, too, but 4 gets to cover, and yeah, I don't know how I came out of this. Fairly even game. I mean, a 6 is going to be a big improvement if I can find that. I don't think with 3 back that I want to trade the 8 for the deuce to hit on, to point on head. I think the anchor is more important. And then do I want, the 4 is still a question though. Do I want to give all the 7s and 8s to hit with a fly shot anyway? How much do I want the deuce? Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. I feel like when I get hit with the 2 here, I'm less sad than when I get hit with the 7 or 8 out here. And the 3-1 was making a point, things like that, you know. This is tricky again. I don't think I want to switch off the 4 with like the structure as it is. So we'll split. And then I could advance here too and kind of bring my checkers close together. But I think I'll just go for mobility with this. Give my opponent their whole roll, I guess. I don't know. Sat on a 3-1. Let's see. This time I can put 2 in the air if I want. Or I can just do something like this too. 6s and 5s are a big problem, but I have the rack after I do this. Yeah, I just can't see with 4 checkers back, like putting 2 in the air here. There is an option to make the anchor and just slot or something like that too. That doesn't look too bad. Kind of freezes up the offense quite a bit. So I think I have good game there when I do this. Let's take a look at it. Hard to see how I'm going to get out of this game anytime soon. So it seems like a reasonable candidate. And then this 6s and 5s. I should usually be able to come in and have some good counterplay too, and my follow-up's a little easier and more threatening. But it's most rolls that are just going to send a 5th checker back. And then I'll be playing that kind of holding game. And on a second hit, I can, if I miss, I can be in a lot of trouble and things like that. So like 6-4, 6-2, 5-4, 5-2, 5-5, things like this look pretty ugly. How much uglier is it when I get hit with a 2 or 3 here? Not by much. I think this just plays okay. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't know. I'm going to have clock trouble on this one for sure. Yeah, so even double 2s would enter and point on me. No, they would just... No, yeah, they would just hit here or attack here, I guess. I think that would be very scary. I think I need to play faster, though. I don't know what to do with the rest of the 2s. Maybe they just want to move. Yeah. Man, all these fun positional games. 5 for mobility looks pretty good. I don't think I want to be creating the extra contact with the checker back necessarily. I mean, it's not bad, but I think I just want to get another checker in the mix as soon as I can. 6-1. I guess I don't see a reason to let them escape with tempo. 6-2. Now I do. Yeah, it's just not really too much else. Well, I really want the 5 to come from here. And okay, we'll just play like this. I don't know. I'm down enough in the race. I don't think it's going to change too much to have one setback, but I mean, it will be a great improvement if I get missed and I get to make the 20 instead of like giving up the 8 or playing to the deuce or something like this. I think the purity was worth it there. 4 ace. I think we still don't really want to be blocked in here in the fact that I can make the 5. I think I've got the contact that I want between the mid and the 21, but I don't know. It's possible that I want to keep the goalkeeper there. And I don't think I want to give an easy way to give up the bar point now. So I think I will start playing a little more careful, and I'll be willing to give up the midpoint here now too. So like the 2-4 could have played 2 down and I wouldn't have that many returns, and then this bar point contact is gone. So I think it's getting a little risky to play like that now. And we're just going to let this position develop. Ooh, 5-4 is a very good shot, and I'm not sure I actually have enough contact to play this. There shouldn't be gammons, though. 3 landing points. Ugh. Huge racing lead. I need to hit a shot to get away with this. You have a little bit extra shot equity. I mean, it's probably just too easy. It's probably just like a regular holding game now. If it was just spread out to the 10, that would feel different too. But I think this is a little too easy to get home. All right, let's let another one go. Just pass 1 point at a time. Back in a 9-point match with 3.5 minutes on the clock. Fun. Okay, racing lead, and we get to make the anchor. Very nice. Fours can't escape all the way. They can make a nice point, though. I need some offense. And quickly. Okay, sixes. Maybe we just want to stack up and have good building potential instead of making some deep point or attacking, whatever. So I think I'll do like this. And when they can't get by, they're under a lot of pressure. And with a point, I think this is still pretty like easy weight. 6-3. I don't have anywhere good for the 3, huh? Okay. So let's just slot the best point. Sure. It's never easy today. Oh, she's going to stay back for contact. Could have just come out with like a decent race there too. That seems quite reasonable to me. 5-4 could make the deuce point. No, I got to clean this up somehow. Okay, so we'll just do like this. No, not like that. The 4 will cover. And then the 5, yeah. I don't want to get into attacking. I'm still leading the race, so I think I want to keep this kind of simple. But this follow-up is not looking great. I still need to escape. Okay. That allows me to play a 19-pip race most of the time, so I think this is looking pretty good. 16, I think, is enough. I think interesting contact there, but that can go in my favor and win a gammon once in a while, and don't know how long she can really keep it. So it should be a good time for a cube and not clear on the take pass side necessarily, but I'd probably want to let this one go. I like the idea of staying for contact, though. It seems like a fairly, probably just a clear pass if you don't. And maybe you have something to think about, at least with me having trouble clearing the 14 after playing that way. With not like much gammon risk or anything like that. 8 away, 9 away. This looks like the rack. And what am I doing now? 6-3, I guess. Ugh. I guess I just want to run. Run to a losing race. I don't want to split and give good sixes, though, so I don't know. I think I'm going to play like that. And I'm in big trouble. I will be passing. On to the next one. 8-point match. Ooh, I think after I run, do you want to do anything different, or is it just the standard play? Usually down from the 10 along with the up is the thing, but okay. 4-3. I am outboarded. And I have a checker escape, so I don't think I want to give my opponent an opportunity to hit an escape from the anchor. I don't know. This is weird. I don't see a lot of good options here, though. I think I just want to try to run and play a simple game. Okay, I seem to have gotten away with that so far. Need a 7 or a 9 or a deuce to link up. How about a 10? A 10 works. That 10 works. All right, small racing lead in a 21-point holding game. Not enough for a cube. I need to develop some. Ooh, this is awkward. I think I want to leave only fly shots. There were other ways to do that, though. Maybe just slotting is okay with the blotting board here, too. Nice positional improvement for my opponents. I think I will make a blocking and landing point. This could be hard to clear later, so not necessarily. Sixes do get her back in the game if I let her. But I create like a liability to clear later. I'm not sure about this. We'll try. I don't have a lot of sixes I like either, so this can lead to me clearing the 9 or the 8 first in a lot of cases, I think. But yeah, let's keep trying to play behind and keep that racing lead and find some time to clear the midpoint safely. That'll do that. And so this is good contact here now, but I should have enough to send the cube anyway, since I can roll a 3, 4, 5 or set combos. But maybe the contact's good enough here to take still. Okay, just lets it go. Can't be too bad either, I don't think. I get the better point this time. Splits in response, and what do I get? I get to split as well, it looks like, even though it's under the gun here. I just don't see myself hitting loose on the deuce. Oh, I could just play down. Yeah, I don't know. I've temporarily got the better board, so I guess it's a fine time to provoke. Puts pressure on a roll like this. 5-2, I guess, is just going to escape instead of hitting. Bummer. And even race, my opponent has an anchor, and I have the single-stranded back, so I give a little bit of advantage to her here. Looking for some chance to run safely, hopefully, or improve my board behind the anchor. That'll do it. Okay. So even though I've escaped, it's still like a very even race, so it can go anyone's way. But like simplified my plan at least. And I don't have to continue to give her offense that I don't have. 3-2. We're just going to try to develop and flex our midpoint here. The contact shouldn't be so important. Like I'm not too worried about my opponent trying to run off the 18, so I don't feel like I need to prepare my board. I think the race is too close and it's not really worth giving the shots, so I am going to play accordingly and try to keep putting checkers on high points and play like it's a race. And the 6, sure, that's good for racing. I don't really want to stack up too high on the 6 points, so I could have brought the 6 in, but I will not there. Clear from the rear. We are how many? Just 6 pips ahead? Guess I could have thought about that more, but I'm ahead, so I want to break contact. It's just no cube in sight, really. 5-4 clears. Okay. Our racing distribution is looking very nice, and a small 10 pips that turns into 2 now. 7 away, 8 away. No real changes to cube action there either. And that should do it, despite my awkward racing distribution. I think it's going to be tough to find a take with that kind of racing deficit after I roll double 6s in a close race. 19 should be too much. She asks for a short break. I'm kind of really just finish, but sure. All right. It's nice that you can do that in Heroes 2, that the clock doesn't start running until you make your first move. So, yeah, if she needs a break, she can take it that way. What is this? 6 away, 8 away? I don't think I have too much extra to share either. Still got a bunch of videos in the pipeline. I don't know when I'll get to this one, but I've been trying to schedule them on like Thursday mornings now, I guess, like once a week. I think I have enough to keep that going for a while. Yeah, whatever happens with this, I get 5 losses total, so I'll have a minimum of 2 matches left after this. Maybe 3, maybe more. Oh, I just watched the Blunderblots review of the Cherry Blossom tournament like right before this too, and it was really cool. So check that out. They're still doing really cool video work. I haven't been going out to tournaments. I've been like working and don't have any plans to get out to any of them. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I can't really like trade the time and away from making money and stuff right now. But I miss it. So I don't know. Someday, hopefully I'll get out to do commentary again. I miss being a part of that. I don't think I saw if Dierk's book is out already too, or if it's coming. About hitting or not. That should be good. I started to think about my book again at some point. Maybe I should finish that, but I don't know. It's looking indefinite timelines right now. But I have thought about, like, I mean, I did all the work to have all the third roll cubes at the score, and most of that's put together. So I guess I could put it out just like that, or I could just share the positions with like Reiner and just have an Anki deck with it. I don't know. Got a lot of things I could do with that. All right, we're back. 6-2 should be splitting. And I will still go for the double hit. It could change at a score like this or something, but I wouldn't expect yet. 3 back, so the value of hitting loose, and I have less in the zone, it's... Ugh. But the 6s are good from the roof right now. So I'm very tempted to still hit 6 to ace here to put the second up. I think I will do that. I don't know. It feels like wrong for some reasons, but it feels wrong to just like give my opponent their whole roll too. 3s are a little duplicated. I have 4 back. I should probably just make an anchor. I tend to favor just hitting loose and trying to buy the tempo and expecting that I can make it later. But I mean, with only 7 in the zone, I probably just need to make some sort of defensive hold. 5-1, not so bad. Hoping to hit with 6s from the roof. And I got my double anchor game. Again, I don't know how we keep getting in such messy games like this. They're kind of complicated and hard to like deal with on the clock. Wow, this is weird. I could just make the 3-point and then they can anchor in front of it. That seems lame. So let's just keep mixing it up. Fight for high points. 5-3 will take that checker off the 21, but again, kind of everything fine here, and like the purity is looking good. I want the offensive point here. I don't really want to be stuck with the 24 and 21. It's not a particularly strong back game, so I'd like to improve that somehow at some point. What do I want to do with this? I don't think the bar is the place that I want to be necessarily, though. So I'm like hesitant to pop out there and make that. They're like a little jammed up. I could hit loose with the deuce if I did that. It does feel like it just kind of freezes up his position a little bit for a roll here, and I can't find anything better. I don't want to give up the mid without the bar. I don't know. My checkers feel like they're working pretty well if I can get these extra ones in back kind of out, but I like that. I've got a nice little 3' there. I've got anchors. I've got the midpoint. I've got a lot of nice holds. That should be controlling the board in a good way. And maybe the gammons with so many checkers back are going to make it worth sending a cube like this, but it feels pretty positional and long. So I'm going to be inclined to play a game like this almost for sure. And hope that there's enough wins in it. But I could be off about that too. Because like really, this having the bar point and the 21 point is not like a common back game or anything like that, right? And we can just look at it and there aren't very many points that I have double contact with those 2 anchors either. So I've got a lot of issues there. But I think this is kind of how I would hope things would go, is now I have a chance of making the 23 with the 21, which would be a huge improvement on an ace. Where's my 4? I think I need to do this. And then the 4 is just going to be wherever it is, which is going to be here. Usually we need to keep the timing bank of the midpoint in back games like this, so I should be nervous about giving this up. But I have the 18 here, and I should be able to play off that in a lot of cases, so I think it can be okay. And now I can really get jammed up with my checkers back here. But I think the 6 had to try for the mobility instead of like sending it behind or hitting loose or something like that. 5-6, okay. Kind of okay with fans here. I think they're going to help my timing. My timing is still suspect. For sure. It's only 70 pips. And he's got 2 back is kind of part of it. So I think provided that I can get these checkers moving, I think that helped a lot to be hit there. Where's the 6-1 going? So there's like a nice prime in front of it. This is looking like a back game almost certainly. I have this interesting little landing point, and I need the 4s and 3s to pop. Oh, I get both. Beautiful. I think they're just both going up there. I don't think I really want to make the 22 that much. Yeah, this looks super nice. And now I'm just hoping to deploy checkers off the 18. Not run anything into anything too ugly there. Oh, 6s don't play well now. Okay. Yeah, I've got some problem 6s. That is not one of them. Lucky me. But like 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, we're all going to have to put a checker on the deuce. That would have been very unfortunate. So having this midpoint is like a very nice block for my opponent. I could get up there and have another checker that I can get into the mix, but I can do both. I could do this and play up, but what I'm worried about is having 6s to play. And if I get hit here, then I don't. No, but a lot of times that I get hit here, I will still have it. So it's just the ace really that I have to worry about, and that's going to go quick. So this feels worth it. That fills in a point very nicely. I am not super ready to hit here. Do I even want to yet? I guess, because my opponent can just start to crack too, but it's going to like create some timing questions really for me. Like I'm not really ready to play offense yet, but I think, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Maybe I should just let them go. Feels like there's some both ways and like I can get my opponent to crack a little bit already. So I think it was worth it, but it's a tricky position. I think it must be reasonable to not hit as well. 6-4. I think it's time to give up my timing bank. That should be fine. My opponent hits, gives me a little bit of timing back. Okay, so this should be pretty well timed. I'm going to keep trying to pop out, get everything moving. 5-3 is going to miss, and yeah, okay. So now my opponent has some work to do to clear. I need to get my board ready. I don't think I want to be on the roof. I think I want this checker available to play around and start making points and such, and I don't want them to have opportunities to clear. Ooh, that's a nice improvement. It's probably worth leaving the shot, yeah. I think I like that play a lot because I'm not really ready to hit with the 5, and having the bar point is going to make this game a lot easier to bring home. So I liked the idea. My prime is getting ready. 5-4 is not good. It's awkward. Not sure how well that cleaned up after the last play anyway, though. 3-1. So I could roll forward or I could have a 4 prime. Let's have the 4 prime, I guess. I don't know. Kind of hoping for some like perfect rolls to land on this, but we'll see. 5s are not so good. I'm probably going to have to take the opportunity to hit with the 5 if I get so lucky, but I'm not sure. And I think usually with 3 points to clear is when you want to send a cube in the back games. But in this particular one with the gap, I think, yeah, okay, there's a way to do it without leaving a shot. But I think if the 9 gets cleared safely, I think I'm still comfortable taking this. I think the contact still looks good enough. And I think I'm so pure on the front here, you know? I think not a lot to worry about. 5-3. That could just slot the next point. It could, let's cover like this, and also slot the next point. 6-5 should be relatively forced with a lot of shots. I have 4s and 5s and 6s to hit, but when I miss, I pretty much lose, and it's not over when I get away with it, so I don't think I can cube this. 4-2. Can I even hit? Can I even hit? If I don't, I just lose, right? I think I'm passing anyway. What am I doing if I hit? Do I want to play this? I don't think so. Ugh, this is not good. I think I just have to go like that. I don't know. It could be like too good now, too. It could be too good either way, yeah. Let's see. 4-1. Okay. Things came together a little nicer. And yeah, this should be a pass. Probably supposed to play on for a gammon, really, but with only 2 left to clear. Okay, 6 away, 7 away. 5-1. We'll go ahead and split with our sort of priming structure. I don't like to think of 6-1 as a priming start, though. It's just too awkwardly distributed. 6-2 can't move this one. It could come out to here. The 2 feels like it wants to be here, and then the 6 could come out or down. I don't want to overrun or strip my midpoint unnecessarily, so I will not do that yet. 3-1 gets to anchor. Okay. Would have rather been making the 5 point, but this should keep me in the game for a while. No real improvement. Making the 9 there would have been really nice. Once your opponent has the 22, it's just such a nice blocking point, but no such luck for them. All right, we're pointing on head for sure. This feels weird, like there's actually a question between the 5 and the 4, but I'll just make the better points and leave the blot. And what do I have now? I'm winning, but I think with my checkers back on the 22, it's still a little bit of work. 5-4 could make the deuce. It could make the... I have good priming structure right now. I think I have to play this 4. And then is it better to get out of harm's way or to make the 8? I don't know. Ooh, this put a lot of pressure on their position. 2s should lose my market, right? 4s are looking really strong. I don't know. I'm keeping this. I have some numbers that aren't great, but nothing that's too bad. And I always have this really nice structure. And when I miss, my opponent always can't cover or can't always cover and still has this primed 24-point checker to deal with. So 5 away, 7 away. 6-3 is going to run past. Okay, I get to make my 5-point. Beautiful. Yeah, probably the 9-point and just get to freedom over pointing on the deuce. Attack looks a little weak there. No anchors for me, but I get to have the rack. Hoping my opponent can improve, I guess. Yeah, probably just escaping is nice, but it's never fun to like run when you can still be, when you're like losing the race when you get hit, you know? But okay, I'm under some pressure here. Really need an anchor. But I have so much better of a board that maybe actually I can stay split for a while if nothing really happens here. 4-4 and 6-4 are it. 6-4 is duplicated too. 5, and I think I want to be not primed and at the edge. Even though it comes under the gun, I have so much better of a board that I think I need to make a bid for it right here. And I guess there must be market losers for my opponent when they point on head and I can't do anything, but I have such a close race that I think I want to play this game. And a very nice board. So we'll try it. What do I get? 5-2 can't do anything about the back checker situation. So let's step up and just have like a little extra pressure when I get pointed on and stuff. Like something like a 5-4 now, a 6 from the roof hits. So hoping for things like that. And a 3 to enter can make an anchor. So I'm just out of space on the front too. I think you have to do this though. The race is too close to find something passive here, yeah. Six numbers hit, it looks like for me, and 9, 11, 12 probably make the anchor. This one does both. Yeah, I have the better board. I got to go for it. All right, I should have a very hard time finding a recube in this game. So we'll just continue on here and hope that when it goes well, I win a gammon. 4-3. Could bring a cover into range, but let's just try to escape. 4-1, interesting. I could make extend the prime a little bit, but maybe that just leaves more shots. I don't know. All right, 6 prime, easy now. I really want to attack and not let my opponent play these checkers around to save gammons right now, but I don't think I can do anything too big to do that. My opponent rolls an ace, I'm still fine cashing if I need to, whatever. So I think this is okay. This keeps a little pressure here too. Maybe just giving up the midpoint is actually kind of nice there. 14, 16, okay. Yeah, I really needed to hit there. 6-1, so I can hit, but then I can recirculate and try to pick up checkers. I'm not sure what my opponent will go for there. Yeah, maybe if you hit, you should just clean up one of the blots. That would make a lot of sense. And I still have a 6 prime. So I don't have to worry about cubing or caching or anything like that, I don't think. Let's try to buy some time to pick up this checker and win some gammons. 5-3 is not what I had in mind. Does it make sense to try to stay in range of both of them like this? I don't know. This could get stiff really quickly if I get hit with an ace, and I have some duplication of hitting and covering numbers. Probably covering first? Yeah, I don't want my opponent to... I don't know. Yeah, I guess this seems a little safer. Like it's just going to win more consistently, and I should still be able to pick one of these up. We'll take the more pips for sure. And then take another swing at this one? Sure. Changes the gammons if I can get it. 1, 2. Okay, 6s still play 2. Awkward bear off that I've created, so it should be under 50% if I can't take more off. Okay, my distribution is going to be bad either way, so I think I should just peel here. I've created some awkwardness for myself for sure, but my gammons are going up when I get away with it. 5, 4. Okay, working out well. Looking like good chances of getting to Crawford. I got to leave this shot, though. No need to advance with 2 on the roof. Here's another shot. Okay. I think that should be good enough for a gammon still. How are we doing? I'm a little bit nervous to find out what my PR is going to be at the end of this. It feels like it's been so messy that it's hard for me to imagine that I played it anywhere near perfect. Hoping to get to Crawford here. And at least the cube gets easier. Well, 6s save it for sure. I don't know if there's a way to get off more here. I'm not paying close attention. No, it looks like it's going to require 6s no matter what. That's how it looks to me. Yeah, you still have like one long crossover of the 3 no matter what. All right. On to Crawford. 7 away, 1 away. I think that's less than 10% winning chances for my opponent. So things are looking good, but crazier things have happened. When I don't care about gammons and it's just DMP, do I still want to hit with the extra one? I don't think I do. I think we just play simple. It's funny that the decisions come up so many times in like this one match. Maybe my opponent should be split. Oh, this is interesting. I would love to cover the 7 and then I don't have a 5. So I could run, I could make the deuce and play safe. Yeah, let's just lock up the racing lead. For now, you know. Positional for my opponent. Very nice. I need to split quickly, but the 4-2 is a little good, too good to pass up on there. 3-6. I can't just be primed, right? I have to do this and just try to like pop out to a losing race. That's no fun. Worked out though. 5-4, not a lot that he can do with that. Or she. Sorry. 3s are pretty strong when we play this way, but yeah, I'm not sure I see anything better. 6-4 gets to link some checkers up. Okay. The 6 is not so good. Ugh. That could be it. I don't know. Leaves me primed. I guess, yeah, can you play off the 18? I don't know what to do here. I just don't know. That's pretty good for me, though. I get to get up to the edge and make the 5. Okay. Well, I guess there's good play here. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the driver's seat, though. Some 2 duplication here with hitters and step-uppers. 3s and 4s cover. Is there somewhere else I want to leave it? Nah, I think that's the way to do it. I'm getting attacked. This has gotten a lot more clear to like blast away now and not rely on the prime. That's a pretty good entry for me. I still have a small racing lead, huh? Maybe covering's better. I don't know. You could also hit and just like not let me maybe roll a 6 and get in great shape in this game. 4 ace. There's no safe way to play it. I don't care about gammons. Let's do like this. I'm going to get hit back this time, I think. Ace. What do I do with the 3? 2s and 3s hit. Yeah, I think it's just less blots. What if I switched? Created 5s? No, I think I want better points. I think we'll do this. I don't know. 4-1 fans. Okay, that buys me a little time. Very nice. That covers, and I can't I guess I'll just do this to not have blots, but I could start to split it up to give myself more things to do. Oh wow, double threes is an interesting entry. I was in really great shape, and now there's really good winning chances for her again. Okay. Far from dead. It's a very interesting game again. When for a moment I was just thinking about how to close out. Can't pick up that extra blot though. That's helping me out. I really need to enter with a 4. All right. Second in the air is going to buy a lot more life, a lot more breathing room for her. Yeah, I think this is fine. I can't figure out. I was looking for like numbers that don't play from the 18 or the 17, but you want to get one of those checkers closer to into the action. I think just around the bend should be fine for that same reason. All right, threes has space to move. That should have been a roll to be worried about if you're looking for some reason to play one way or the other, though. Since the checker on the 22 here is kind of blocked. Yeah, I like the builder on the 6. This seems like it makes a lot of sense. Maybe my prime's going to hold. Maybe I'm just going to crack her. Yeah. The closeout and then just a whole bunch of threes and lower. Nope. Okay, okay. Now it's double threes only. All right. Looks like we're going to go on to post Crawford. And it's going to get, must be like in the high teens now. Gets a lot better for my opponent, I think. I don't know those numbers, though, because you don't need to know them. There's no, like, cube implications of post-Crawford scores. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to get a shot. Maybe I can still win. Maybe I'll get another one. No such luck. Okay. But gammons don't matter for my opponent too much. Backgammons do, though. And maybe you can start playing for those. Oh, that'd be painful. I see no wins for myself here, so I just want to escape. Yeah, there's okay. We did it. That was a sweat. All right. So, yeah. 5 away, 1 away. So this is a free take kind of score. Double 5s. I think I still want to blitz here. Well, I guess I'm going to make the 3 for sure. And then do I want to just make the 8 and play positionally? I think the builder's too good. Yep, I will play this one. 6-5 can't hit. Still have my race and blitz game plan, but I'm just trying to win here. So if my opponent anchors, I don't care too much. So I'm going to be a little less all in on the attack than I usually would, but I think I should still do it with the better board here. Could split, run, all kinds of things like that, but I don't want to give my opponent their full roll, and I got a bunch of material in the zone. We're going to cover and split and start to think about winning a little more than the attack. But here seems like a nice place to prevent an anchor and make it simpler to win. I think we got to try again. 1 covers, and what is the 4 going to do? Yeah, let's get some material down. Create some disasters on double 2s and stuff. That'll be fun. Maybe I should be thinking about mobility a little bit more here, but I also really want to prevent the anchor as often as I can. So I'm trying to get stuff in range for that. I could have shifted 4 to 2. Sometimes that's the better way to bring more checkers into range of covering. I don't know where the ace should be. I think my checkers are more mobile the way they are right now, though. Oh, I don't get to cover as a result. Bummer. 6s and 4s to mostly lock down this game. And 5s as well, though. There we go. All right. Well, oh, that's a near disaster. The next one would be some hope again. This is interesting, too. 5-6 leaves a shot now. 6s and 5s do, too. I don't think it's 6s. 5s works here. It feels so weird to do this permanently, though, just to avoid the couple jokers now, or anti-jokers. So I think I'll play this way, but I'm not confident in that one. And we're happy to just clear and play safe from here on out if we can. This looks pretty safe. Hope my opponent just enters. Oh, gonna get a shot at a big set. Never mind. Wait. No, I can't just clear. So I can do like this. And there's still some big sets that leave shots, but nothing odd on the outside. Okay, it's got to be right. Cool. Well, good match. Definitely excited to look through this one. There are some crazy games in here. And that's going to move me on to 5-2. So I'm having like a pretty nice run to start in the individual championship again. I've been like so lucky in this tournament. It's really cool. It's fun to have a lot of content to produce that way too. I kind of like expect it now though, to just like run really well. It'd be really disappointing if I went like 0-5 somehow in one of them. That must be coming someday if I keep playing though. I deserve it for sure. How did I do? 7.04 is what it thinks. Okay, we'll see how that comes out. But yeah, I wasn't expecting much better than that for sure. Felt pretty sloppy match, but we'll see. Hopefully I did okay in some of those back game situations and stuff, but I'm excited to learn from this one. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll have a bunch more videos, I guess, coming too. So bye for now, everybody.